Morning, everyone. This is a conversation between Swami Brahmananda, who was one of Sri Ramakrishna's chief disciples. And he was having a conversation with Brahmachari, a novice. How are you progressing with your spiritual practices? Not very well, Maharaj. Maharaj means the great king. He was addressed like that. Not very well, Maharaj. I find so little time for them. There is so much work to be done. Nonsense. It is a mistake to think that you cannot meditate for lack of time. The real cause is restlessness of mind. Work and worship must go hand in hand. It is a very good thing if one can devote oneself entirely to spiritual practices. But how many can do that? There are two types of men who can sit still without working. One is the idiot, who is too dull to be active. And the other is the saint, who has gone beyond all activity. As the Srimad Bhagavad Gita says, freedom from activity is never achieved by abstaining from action. Let work, therefore, be a means to reach the stage of meditation. None can live without work. Your very nature will force you to work, says Sri Krishna. Learn to work for the Lord instead of working for yourself. Welcome once again to Ramakrishna Monastery. Our speaker today is the head and spiritual leader of the Vedanta Society of Southern California, Swami Sarvadevananda Ji Maharaj. The topic today is, how long should one do a spiritual practice? Thank you.
Om Shangno Mitra Sangvarunaha Shangno Bhavattarjama Shangno Indro Brihaspatihi Shangno Vishnu Rurukramaha Namo Brahmane Namaste Vayu Tvameva Pratyakshang Brahmasi Tvameva Pratyakshang Brahma Vadishyami Ritam Vadishyami Satyam Vadishyami Tanmam Avatu Tadvaktaram Avatu Avatu Mam Avatu Bhaktaram. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Om. May the guardians of the day be propitious to us. May the guardian of the night protect us. May the guardian of vision guide our steps. May those powers which conserve strength and sharpen the intellect benefit us. May the all-pervasive Lord protect us. Salutations to Brahman, the controller of action. Thou art truly the visible Brahman. Thee alone I address as the visible Brahman. The right will I speak, the truth will I speak. May Brahman protect the teacher. May he protect me as well. Om peace, peace, peace be unto us all. So today, as has been announced, our topic is how long one must do spiritual practice. How long? It is a question. Everyone will be interested to know. Getting in our materialistic world, anything you want to get, you immediately think, how quickly I can get it. You place an order for any item through Amazon.com Do you expect how quickly you will get it? Or you have any job, applied for some job, you want, when I am getting it? So there is a time limit for everything, and we expect how quickly we can have it. So naturally, as we are all struggling for God realization, there should be some such question. And we sometimes feel that it is, I'm waiting for long, but it is not happening. So that question remains all the time, that how long, if we got our initiation, we got our mantra, I'm coming to Vedanta for so many years, I'm going to the church for so many years, 20 years, 30 years, 40 years, we are going, but when that realization, when that vision will come? So, and how long we'll have to wait for this? So this question is very pertinent question, and sometimes we become restless, and we find that in the life of, come in, there are more space here. Someone can tell that here is seat, 4, 5 seats are here. No, who is coming? Tell them. From there itself you can guide.
There's one over here. 2 over here.
So we find that in the life of sincere spiritual seekers also, they feel this restlessness. This is restlessness. Restlessness is not bad. Restlessness is for what? I am craving for this truth. Why I am not attaining that? Why I am not reaching that? So this type of restlessness is not bad. But sometimes it makes us unnecessarily restless. Not putting our effort that much, and then only expecting the result to come quickly. So this is the point, that whenever we try to have something, we should have to pay its price. How long it is to be, we are waiting for God realization. Sri Ramakrishna, suppose, for example, day and night he is practicing. He is totally dedicated in the consciousness of mother, mother, mother. He is praying that mother, another day is gone. That was his every day when the sun is setting in the western horizon. His heart will be wrenched like that, like a towel wrenching. And that is the restlessness, that I know that you are there. He used to say that I know you have given your vision to Ram Prasad, to Kamalakanto, this mystic sense, and you appeared before them. Why not me? I am your innocent child. Please, please, please. And then whole day intoxicated in the thought of mother, meditating on mother, praying and crying and weeping. The world is forgotten. And every day when the sun sets, it will be much more anguish in the heart. Another day is gone in vain. This day is also gone in vain. You are the repository of infinite joy and bliss. And I am searching for that infinite joy. And this is my fate. This day also is gone. That was the real restlessness. And that cry intensified. And at one point it appeared that nothing is important. This life is meaningless if I cannot realize that truth, that divine entity, who is the mother of all universe, who is the source of all joy and peace. And if I cannot get, what is the meaning of this life? Meaninglessness of life was so much haunting him that he felt that this body has no purpose then. Then he wanted to kill the body. So that is an extreme anguish. It is called divine restlessness. That quickens the vision immediate. Tibro sanbeganam ashanna In the Patanjali, the sage Patanjali, in his Patanjali Sutras, it says, Tibro Samveganam, who have the intense yearning, intense urge for God realization. And Asana means it is imminent. For that person, God realization is just knocking at the door. That intensity of our practice, that real, genuine search for attaining that experience or seeing who is within me, that urge, that is the cause when we shall see God. How long it will take? It takes till that urge, that sincerity, that restlessness, that meaninglessness haunts us and feels that everything is there, but it is nothing. It does not please me anymore. The things which I thought it would have some meaning, when everything is evanescent, everything is passing away, everything is today, and tomorrow it is gone. Today's beauty goes tomorrow. Today's wealth is lost. Tomorrow's all other attainments becomes meaningless. A person attaining everything, when death haunts, death comes, then what is the meaning of all this accomplishment and attainment? And when he die with the suffering of loneliness, I am alone. Who is there? Even everyone is around, but I don't feel secure. The lack of security. And then for this security, this attainment of that connection with the what is divine, that urge and sincerity is the major point. So this question is a genuine question, that if we are really practicing, then why we are not having it? And how long we will have to wait? This is the question. Ramakrishna gave an example. You want to bring crop in your field. Don't expect that it will happen in a miraculous way. You go on digging the ground and you tilting the ground and making it ready for the rain to come. By God's grace, rain will come. Then you can start the harvesting. There is a song and Ram Prasad sang. Emun manov jamin roilo patit abad kulle pholto shona mon re krishi kaj jano na. Oh my mind, you don't know the business. No, don't know the business of cultivation. This is such a wonderful field. It's like a field. Life is like a field. Such a fertile field. Emun manov jamin roilo patit. You have kept it barren. You don't use this life. You just spend it this way, that way. Emun manov jamin roilo patit abad ko, if you could have done, taken proper care of it, you could have grown gold and tremendous wealth you could have accumulated. Using the same energy for God realization, we could have realized, be enriched in such a way that that treasure no one can take away. Every treasure we gather in life can be achieved. Because it is achieved, it goes away. But that treasure, that treasure of our divine self, which is called God, it is there already. It is ours. If you digress our attention from other things and focus, then it is ours, and it was ours, it is ours, and it will be ours. But we only will know that it is ours. And so long we don't know the treasure inside, we are searching for this in the world like a beggar, crying and weeping, and everyone going to surrender ourselves to every idiot in the world for a little touch of that bliss. Now, we have known, you are all here, we are all fortunate that we are coming in search of God. We are all trying. to realize that divine. Attaining that, yang labdhva chaparang labhang manyate nadhikam tataha. Attaining which, a treasure you will attain, which is nothing can be more than that. No odhikam, there is no anything, you can not add anything to that. And there is an attainment, and that attainment we are all striving. But here is a question, how long? How long? How long means how intense we are, how sincere we are. Suppose 24 hours of our time, we may spend half an hour in the morning. Well, I meditated today half an hour. And if I get a good chance, then I did it evening also, half an hour. And night time I remembered and slept. That's good. These are all good, wonderful. People are not doing that even. But is it enough? Is it enough for God realization? Can we say with doing this, why God is not coming to me? I am doing for 20 years. And even we sit for half an hour, we all know what we do. When we are sitting for meditation, do we think of God? We try to think of God, but so many things take away my mind. So what I did in half an hour time, few seconds, split seconds. So if I do every day split second of meditation or connection with God in the morning, and split second in the evening, and we go on 20 years, then God will say, what can I do? I am here waiting for you, and you have no time for me. Split second. When you are working, forget that. When you are sitting for meditation, when you are coming to church or temple or mosque or wherever you go, there also you get this much time for me. You have no time to look at me. I am standing there. So this is the time to calculation is like that. I was, as I referred before also, I was very intrigued to know that Swami Premananda, one of the Ramakrishna's disciples, in the 16 disciples, there is a name Swami Premananda. He was a very highly spiritual personality, and Ramakrishna used to say, even he's so pure, even his bone is pure. That means his purity, all pure, pure, pure. He said that this is the holy Belur Math, which is our headquarters. And they said that if anyone can live here for 3 nights, then they will be liberated. Oh, what an easy formula. So I thought, my God, all these people are living here, they are all realized souls. They are living months and years. And of course, there are many realized souls. But I thought that even the person who is cooking, a paid servant, those people who are doing the garden work, so they have all realized, because they are living here 3 nights. More than 3 nights. But then it came to my awareness, it is not that calculation. Body may stay there. Where is your mind? Body may be in the holy place. The mind is connected, then it is true. So, is that how long it will be our time it will take? It depends on how intense we are and how constantly we keep our awareness in God. Sadhu, that's why Patanjali again said in another verse, how long to practice? She said, Sadhu, that practice is to be done Dirgha Kala. He is not saying 5 years, 10 years, 20 years, 30 years, no time. Dirgha Kala. Kala means time, Dirgha means prolonged time. And Dirgha Kala. But how? Not in the morning and evening, split seconds. But Dirgha Kala. Noirantarja. Noirantarja means every moment. Like you pour water, oil from one container to another, you see. It is a stream flowing. One drop and another drop. There is no gap. But if there is no oil in your container, you try to pour it, one drop and gap of how much? Another 1 minute, another drop, when it has exhausted everything. So our connection with God is that gap is more. And if it is made nirantar, means just a continuous flow. One drop, one moment of thought about God, and the next moment of thinking of God. This moment I remember God, next split second I remember God. That is called the nirantarja. And this practice is to be done so sincerely, with full attention, and every split second to be given into that, and with utmost love and devotion. And that's true. If we can do little concentrated practice like that, the heart will be so pure. It will be leaning towards God in such a way that it will take our mind, get absorbed, and the joy. People can feel the joy. There is that joy. Not even attaining the highest joy. Even in the process there is joy. Because we don't know that, because we are not focused. That's why the focused practice, regular practice, focused practice, then it will increase and increase. One thought, another thought. I thought of God, or I prayed to God in the morning, and it is 11:30. Oh, I forgot. See, gap is so much. Now you remember. Yes, one drop. Now remember. And then again, I forget. Another 2 hours gone. Oh, I forgot. Do it again. But what we do? We feel pride in saying, oh, I forgot God. I am the bad guy. I could not do it. Huh? This is a wrong step. Don't say that you cannot do. Just say, I am doing now. So another connection comes. This is connection with God every split second. How can it be increased? Sadhu dirgha kalo, it is to be continued for years and years and years. Long, prolonged time. It may come at any moment. God realization may happen at any point. We do not know. We may have to wait long. It may happen this moment. Whenever mind is ready. Whenever mind is free from clouds of ignorance and misunderstanding, the inner light will shine forth automatically. The sun is in the sky. Today it is gloomy. When the sun will come? When the clouds will go away? When the cloud will go away? You want to remove the cloud? Similarly in the mind, there is cloud, there is dart, there is dust. You want to clean it? As quick you clean, so quickly you will see your face. So quickly you will see the sun shining in the sky, shining in our heart. And that shining light is consciousness. That shining light brings joy, bliss, peace, perfection. So this is the fact that our scriptures are trying to teach us. Don't be unnecessarily restless. And say that I am doing, but I forgot. Don't take pride in telling others that I forgot. Rather take pride in immediately taking action. I forgot, now let me do. This moment. Not to spend one split second in repenting about my failures. This is a positive approach, Vedanta. So, sadhu, this practice to be done dirgha kala, prolonged time, nairantarcha, nairantarjena means nirantar, unceasingly. That we prayed. They just chant the name of the Lord and His glory. When? One word, unceasingly, no? We didn't say, okay, do in the morning and do in the evening. He's saying, chant the name of the Lord and His glories unceasingly. The emphasis is unceasingly. If that unceasingly done, for a prolonged period done, and with love you have to do. And that is the prescription of Patanjali, the sage Patanjali. With prolonged time, but you are doing mechanically. Like you see, a Buddhist practice is there is Buddhist wheel, and there is a belief that you turn the wheel saying one time. Your repetition, japa, will be 100 times. So long it rotates. You say, Om Mani Padme Hum, boom, and it rotates. There is roller, and it rotates. As many times it is rotating, you have done so many times of japa. There is no heart connected with it. It is a machine doing like that. In Indian families, they have the pet bird, cuckoo. Cuckoo? Parrot. And what did you teach them? The household rule is that teach the name of the Lord. So that the bird will remind us. And so you say, teach that bird Krishna, 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 Krishna. Yes, it learns. But it has no connection with Krishna. He knows I get one grain of food if I say one time Krishna. So it starts like that, and he makes a mechanical practice. That will not do. It should be with heart, with love, with devotion. And the Vaishnava practice is that when you take that name of the Lord and with so much emotion, the tears will be trickling down your ears. No? And Sufi mystics, when they sing and dance in the name, as if, Ramakrishna said, as if the bees, they are buzzing. It buzzes when they start sucking the honey. So get absorbed like that. And then it is done with love and devotion. Then connection is coming, more connection. So the Patanjali's suggestion, it is to be done for a prolonged time, Dirgha Kala. It is to be done continuously. We will make an effort that I don't forget, oh Lord, for a second even. How can I do that? In every manifestation, your presence. In every leaf, every tree, every plant, every face. That consciousness, you as consciousness is presiding. Let me feel your presence. Let me feel that you are there in me and in everyone. So, nirantar and with all love. If it is done, then it will be, success will come quickly. Because you are putting away the gap in between. Normally, our gap is making us delay. As I give the example, common example, suppose you want to go to a destination and you feel that I'll go. How quickly you will reach the goal? It depends on how quickly, how fast you drive, how many less stops you do, where you want to have one exit and you find something attracting, you go and have fun there and spend few hours. And then after that, okay, I will go, and then come out, and then another attraction enter. So if that will delay. So the formula is that it is to be done with all sincerity, continuous remembrance of God, and how we can do it with love and affection. Vedanta practice also, they teach us this way. That is repetitive practice. Abhyasena tu kaunteya vairagyena chagrichate. As Gita suggests, that you want to attain this, you have to do two things. Abhyasa means repetitive practice. Repetitive practice. First, it is a mechanical, but repetitive practice you do. Vaishnavas you will find, Vaishnavas are always telling the beads. day and night. There may be mind is not totally focused, but there's a good practice to start with. But we should not end with that practice. We can start with that practice that in case I will tell on my beads, whatever I do, but it should not end there. It should be attentive. I am repeating his name, I feel his presence. No? So, abhyasa. Practice. Practice. Perseverance. Hold on. There may be no result I have done for so many days. But hold on. Hold on yet a while. As Swami Vivekananda has a beautiful poem. You can read in the book of poems. It's called In Search of God. There you find. Hold on yet a while. You have traveled so much, but don't get disappointed. Hold on. You will get it. So perseverance and practice. Abhyas. And abhyasena tukuntiyo. And not only practice. Vairagyena shagrichate. Another important point. Try to learn how to detach. I am practicing, but my mind is not going there. Whom to blame? God to blame? My mind is not going. Why it is not going on? Going to God. God is the repository of bliss. We are hearing so much. Why my mind is not attracted? My mind does not understand. My mind says, hey, there is good in ice cream. Rather I have some scoop of ice cream. So my mind runs into ice cream rather than God. In God's thought there may be tremendous joy, but I didn't have any experience. I find more joy in the sensate experiences. Therefore my mind runs here, runs there. Because we have experienced that joy, because of the senses and the sense objects touch, and my mind associated with that, and I enjoyed that eating, seeing, touching, tasting, whatever the five senses can give us. And therefore our mind naturally gets inclined to that type of joy where he has tasted once. And this is unknown to us, as it were. We didn't have that experience. Therefore what to do? We'll have to detach. Vairagya means renunciation. Vairagya means detachment. Detachment from where? Where my mind is pulling me. Let me analyze that. And then say, no. This cannot give me eternal joy. This cannot give me the touch of perfect peace. It may be momentary touch of peace or momentary joy, but it cannot what I wanted. I am wanting that unchanging absolute joy, absolute peace. But oh mind, you are here, you are there. Why are you running here and there? Analyze. And not analysis will not do. We have the courage to say no to that. Our common weakness. Nowadays, we cannot help it. When you meditate, keep your cell phone very close to you. I saw that it has become such a practice that even they're coming to meditate and holding the, like a baby, holding the fan in the hand. What is that? Why don't you tell your mind, let the phone ring, put it in the airplane mode and say, no connection, now God and me. At least try. But people cannot do that. So even in the phone, but it's just sat for meditation and little bit vibration mode, and then immediate, hello. I see in the temple, that is the time of meditation, evening prayer is going on, and one phone rang, and okay, you silence that. No, immediate to reply, and run away from the temple and go down to here. That means, you see, with this set of mind, how can I think? How can I blame God? God will say, Baba, giving little touch of external responsibility, you run like that, and my responsibility, you ignore that. So how can we expect that you will realize now, here, and this moment? So That's very important. This is a scientific way of observing our activity and guiding ourselves. So really we want that absolute joy, we'll have to connect there. And to connect that, our mind is the tool and our sense experiences are there hidden. And they always pull us to different direction. And that too, we have to be watchful where mind takes me. First of all, watchful. And then second point should be, if it goes there, you talk to mind. Yes, if you go there, will you get joy? Will you get that peace, what I am asking for? Mind automatically will have to agree, no, but it is important. Then you can argue with that, let that important be there, I will do after meditation. Or as much time I can give, I can do with full attention at other time. So then we have to detach. That is the practice of detachment is coming. So we have to analyze and to give up, which is an obstacle to this way of connection with the divine. So now is the question, how we can do it in our whole life. Abhyasa, I understand, I try to practice. But how can I detach? I will have to work whole day. In my work, in my office, in my home, with my friends. Who will feed me? I have to pay the rent, tax, payment. So, yes, you need not, it is not teaching you to give up everything and go to the jungle. But it is teaching how to connect, keep the mind in God. And how much we keep there, so quick will be the progress. And parallelly, we will be doing our duty at the same time. We are spiritualizing our life and quickening our process. So how to keep the awareness of God and how to keep us detached from where these distractions, unnecessary distractions take us. That is the point. And then we have to learn repetitive practice. Gita's, that is the suggestion of Bhagavad Gita, in the Krishna says, Abhyasena tu kaunteya, and vairagya. Vairagya means detachment. Renunciation. Renunciation is not negative. Renunciation is getting that absolute joy. Renouncing the lower joys, which is little, petty joy. It is no pain to anybody if one gets a job of 100,000 and giving up the job which was paying him 40,000. Do you ever heard that someone is crying, oh, I'll have to give up this $40,000 job. I got an offer for 100,000. How can I do that? We don't do that. But here we are not calculating that way. That is, the attainment is the fullest attainment, and what I am getting is only very little in comparison. I have the ability to get that. So this is the important thing, abhyasa and vairagya. Without this fulfillment of two sides, this growth does not become spontaneous. So when we can work every day with this type of goal being fixed in our life, that I will have to realize, God, this is a golden opportunity, this life is very precious. The moments I am spending, if I can utilize it for higher purpose, I will be able to attain that state of peace. Not only that, that desire which brings me again and again into the bondage of birth and death. I desire something. To fulfill that desire, I do some work. I work something that creates a new desire, and then it forces me to work again. So it's this chain of desire leading to fulfillment of the desire, to create another desire, an action, and then we are in the whirlpool of that action and desire, going on continuously, and we have no time to look at other aspect of our divine state, entity, what we can achieve here and now. So how it can be practiced 24 hours, that we are hearing from Vedanta. we are hearing from Bhakti school, we are hearing from Yoga school, how to see, to think that it is God has created this universe. Everything is permeated with God. And then everything I do, I can think I'm doing for God, doing for God. Ramakrishna's example, the lady, Ramakrishna said, you think of God? The lady said, that widow lady, she said, I love my nephew. How can I think of God? See, this is a practical question. I love my nephew. How you are saying love God? How can I love? But Ramakrishna gave a very easy solution. Spirituality is easy, but we want to make it very complicated. Unless we make it complicated, we are not happy. And Ramakrishna said what? Why? You serve your nephew. You don't think you are serving the nephew. Think that it is Lord Krishna is in the nephew. So you are serving, you are bathing, you are feeding, you are cooking. Every moment think, I am doing for Krishna in the nephew. Krishna in the nephew. So you are not to give up your husband. You are not to give up your wife. You are not your son, daughter, father, mother. Nothing to give up. Only changing this attitude. Who you are serving. Without the presence of God, everything is dead. Without the presence of the consciousness, if that consciousness goes, you will call 911 now. And then they will say, oh, it's gone. Then put it to funeral pyre. Finish. Gone. So this is the position. But because of that it is talking, seeing, feeling, tasting, touching, whatever experience. But how to do it is to be just assertively practiced every moment, that in my office with my boss, with my co-worker, with my own friends and relations, I am interacting with God and God and God. And think that you are serving God, you are pleasing God, and when you get some time, think that you are, and you and God, no more through, no more media. First of all, God in the nephew. Now in the nephew. God and me sit in meditation and feel here. When you are getting meditation time, if you can utilize that way, when you are in a work period, which is major period, every action, it is being offered to God, 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 God. Then in this transformation will come, and also connection with God is coming every split second. I am trying to remind myself about God consciousness to my mind, and mind gets trained and trained and trained. And a moment will come when mind will unconsciously think of God in everything. And then if 24 hours is this way, the connection with the divine happens, then the divine will manifest in its own glory. And that will be at any moment. So, two things. One will have to wait with infinite patience. It can happen anytime. And we must have to make an effort how intensely we really seek for this truth to appear and reveal in our heart. And that practice, along with that, the detachment means detachment here, not looking at you as your nephew, detach from that part and put the concept that Krishna, the Lord, the Lord, the Lord. So this twist and this practice, can they make the whole day as worship of God, living worship of the living God. And then it is said it will remove at all the confusions of our heart. God realization is possible. Is it in this life? It can happen. It says that all the doubts will be removed then. God is there. God can be realized. All these misconceptions will leave us. It is called the all samshaya or doubt. That's why the Swami Vivekananda has defined Ramakrishna as samshaya rakshasa nasha maha astram. He said Ramakrishna is what? Samsaya Rakshasa. Rakshasa means demon. Samsaya is the doubt. The demon of doubt. We are hearing this. But mind is saying, yes, but, is it not? Whatever we see here, very inspiring things maybe, but our mind will say, but there is a point. So that is the samsaya, doubt. But for me, no, I don't see that. It is impossible. Again and again it will come. That's called the doubt. This is a demon. That demon does not allow us to get in touch with the divine. So he says, Ramakrishna's praise, he said, Samshaya, this doubt, Rakshasa, this demon, Nasha, to destroy. Ramakrishna is the Maha-Astram, great weapon. That means thinking of God, remembering the name of the Lord, meditating on the divine form is like a weapon which is cutting, piercing through the doubt that has formed like a demon form in us and does not allow us to see the reality. So this is it happens. And also our karma, which this vasana, desire, as I said, the cycle of the work, desire and resonating desire and bringing karma, and we do karma, then it brings another desire. This cycle of rotating around the action and attaining its result continuously will stop forever. There will be no more death, no more birth. But what will happen? We will have it in our own divine self, absorbed in our own divine self. We will be one with our divine self if all this distraction, manifold. So actually whole Upanishad teaches to see that oneness. Eko bahunam yubidadati kaman tamatmastang jerupashyanti dhiraha teshang shanti shashati netaresham. Kathopanishad. It says, their happiness is eternal. Teshang shanti shashwati. No one can take away that shanti from that person. He who sees in the manifold, in this manifold, that one consciousness presiding everywhere, the one love, one joy, one blessing, at the background of all this manifoldness, he who can try to see that. That's why I mentioned, how our day can be spiritualized means how in multiplicity of the things in the world, we can see the play of one Lord, one God. It's giving the energy to everything, whatever, to the trees, to the plants, to human being, to anything in the universe, is all the energy coming from that. If you can see that one in the many, and that connected with that, then their peace will be eternal peace. So that can be done with our sincere effort. Vedanta says, Ashupte is a very favorable quote. I like it. I mentioned many times. It says that Ashupte amrite kalam naid Vedanta chintaya. Vedanta student, as a student of Vedanta, we say, I am Atman. I am not the body, not the mind. No, this type of thought. Because I am in the body, so I feel this pain and suffering, joy and these things through the body. But I am not the body. This type of analysis is to be done. This is Vedanta Chinta. I am not this. But what I am? I am Chidananda Rupa Shivoham. Shivoham. Mano buddhi chitta ahankarani naham. Nacha shrotra juve, nacha prana netre, na bhoma na bhumir, na. What is that? Tejo na vayu, Chidananda Rupa, Shivoham, Shivoham. So I am not this body, because it is changing. I am not the mind, because it is changing. Mano buddhi, my understanding yesterday's, today's change. It is not me. Mano buddhi chitto ahankara ninaham. Nacha shrotra juve, the sense organs. These are not me. No bhuma, no bhumi, no space, no earth, no water. I am what? These are all negation. I am not. What I am? Chidananda Rupa Shivoham. I am of the nature of consciousness. I am the nature of bliss. Absolute bliss. Absolute consciousness. I am Shiva. Shiva means I am all auspicious. Shiva may be the god who dances. That's Shiva. You can think that. But another meaning of Shiva is all auspicious. I am all auspicious. There is nothing inauspicious in me. I am pure. I am divine. So how long to say? There also, this formula, it is not for 1 day, 2 days, 1 year, 2 years. No. This is, you have to practice every day. And you have to do till you go to sleep. Shupte. Shupti means sleep. When you go to, after whole day's work, we doze off. We just tired and you go to sleep. So morning you wake up, start thinking that I am not the body, not the mind, not this. I am the Chaitanya, I am the consciousness. And continue till you go to sleep. Okay, I do 1 day. No, that will not do. Okay, do 5 days. No, that will not do. How long? Our question is how long? How long? Amrite. Till your breath, last breath, leaves your body. So that is our task before us. So we'll have to be sincere, we'll have to practice, we'll have to wait for that. Not to be very restless and see that we are having a big task because we have accumulated this association of the objects of the senses and our connection by long rigorous practice. So Rama was advised by his guru, Vasishta. It said, Janmantaro satabhyasta Rama samsara samstiti Shatu chirobhyasa yogena vina nakshiyate kachit. Rama, this birth has happened Janma antara satabhyasta. Hundreds and hundreds of births behind you. All this Janma antara satab, your practices. You have practiced, that type of practice has created samskara, impression. And that has given birth to this body. And you are forced by the impulse of your vasana, desire, which is subtle and hiding in your mind. That has created this. You want to get out of it? You have to be practicing rigorous practice. As you have accumulated this, you have to unburden that, no? If you collect many things, this very realistic example. When we are renting one house and we are living there for 10 years. And now I am to leave tomorrow. What will happen? It's very difficult to sort out. And though I have not used it for last 5 years, but still I think to keep it here. So our attachment, our association, all remains. So similarly, what I have accumulated, I have to throw away all these things. And then the real treasure will come out. So this is the practice. And if we can practice, we can intensify the practice, then we can reach goal quickly with love, with affection, with all endearment. It depends on us when God realization will happen. Thank you. Om Sarvastaratu Durgani Sarvo Bhadrani Pashyantu Sarva Sadbuddhimapnotu Sarva Sarvatra Nandatu Om Sarve Bhavantu Sukhina Sarve Shantu Niramaya Sarve Bhadrani Pashyantu Ma Kaschid Dukkha Bhag Bhavet. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. May all be freed from dangers. May all realize what is good. May all be actuated by noble thoughts. May all rejoice everywhere. May all be free from disease. May all be happy. May all realize what is good. May none be subject to misery. Om, peace, peace, peace be unto us all.